let's go on a run. I mean, let's really go on a run. And I'm talking about, I want everybody to pick a number. I want you to pick a number and go after it before the end of the year. Whether it's income, the number of new associates that join your team, new customers, and whatever it is, failure is not an option. And when you're doing this, try not to be so perfect, because you don't have to be so perfect. Let your energy build your business. There's such a thing such as a calm energy. A calming energy creates that fear of loss. When I sit and talk to somebody, I will flat out tell them, I said, listen, if you want to do this, you and I are going to make a bunch of money together. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I've got 15 other people I need to call today. So there's an energy in my voice there, but it's a calming type of energy that creates the fear of loss. So here's the question. How many opportunity meetings are you doing right now? If I asked you how many opportunity meetings, how many people have you actually sat down with in the last 30 days and went through the entire program, what would that number be? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it none? And I know some of you are like, Steve, I do an opportunity meeting every day. It's like, that's amazing. What if everybody in your organization did one opportunity meeting a day? All right? Well, whatever the number is, between now and the end of the year, do more. Do more. This is the time of year, okay? The holiday season is when people take time off. They're like, well, you know what? I'll get started as soon as the first of the year rolls around. I'm going to hit this thing hard. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to find somebody on your team that you can run with. Find somebody that you can talk to every single night. When I was building my business in the 90s, my business partner and I would talk every night. We never went to the same meetings because that was kind of counterproductive. Like he'd be off in one city, I'd be off in another city. But on our way home, we would talk. And I'd call him up and I'd say, how was your meeting? He'd go, no, how was your meeting? I'm like, no, how was your meeting? And there was that friendly competition, even though we were on the same team. All right? So I want you to try to find that person. We all love recognition, but the recognition is earned when nobody's looking. Muhammad Ali said it best. He said, the fight is won long before fight night. He said, you don't become a champion in the ring. You're merely recognized there. In other words, you win the championship when nobody's looking. When you go on stage at an event, that's when you're recognized for all the work that you put in when nobody's looking. John Wooden, who is just a great basketball coach at UCLA, and I think John won 10 straight national championships. His teams were unbelievable. But John always said, when the game starts, my job is done. So how about you? How was your presentation? How were you leading your team? Can you recite your story to me like right now without even thinking about it? This is all earned before any recognition. It's what you do when nobody's looking, whether you win or lose. Life works on a pendulum. Good, bad, up, down, victory, defeat. To achieve your dream, to gain a great reward, you're going to have to take a risk. Guys, reward requires risk. And I'm not talking about putting your family at risk, your family's safety at risk. I'm talking about risking your ego, risking your popularity, risking the criticisms that you're going to get from your family or your peer group. These are the people that you've always wanted to please and try to be in good graces with them. But to achieve extraordinary dreams, you have to be willing to take extraordinary risk. Billions of people have passed through this planet and never realized their greatness. And the answer is why? It's because they didn't have the guts. They didn't have the guts to risk the life they were already living for the one that they were capable of living. Les Brown is just a big mentor of mine. And Les Brown said, the most valuable place on earth is the graveyard because it's filled with ideas that were never acted upon. You see, the life that you are living today is probably not that bad. And therein lies the problem. Your life is comfortable. It's not all you want it to be, but it's not bad enough to force you to really wake up and do the things that it takes to get to the life that you actually deserve. And let's be honest, your current life, your current results are nowhere near what they could be. Most people live so far below their potential, right? You were made to do incredible things. It's like watching your kids not work up to their potential. And it's frustrating. It's incredibly frustrating, especially when you're building a downline of people and you see people not doing sometimes anything. And you're like, my gosh, these people are sitting on a gold mine. I want you to claim the dream inside of you. Then be willing to risk everything to realize it.